Well, folks, we are now officially living in the viral Tim Robinson, we're all trying to find the guy who did this skit, because Donald Trump announced this week that he was putting Mike Waltz, his national security advisor, in charge of finding out how Jeffrey Goldberg from The Atlantic got put on that group chat. And as we all know, and as he has freely admitted, Mike Waltz, the man now investigating how it happened, is the guy who put him on the group text. So Donald Trump has taken the guy who did it and said, go find the guy who did it. Here's what Donald Trump said in his announcement. Are people able to break into conversations? And if that's true, we're going to have to find some other form of device. And I think that's something that we may have to do. Some people like Signal very much. Other people probably don't, but we'll look into it. I think, Michael, I've asked you to immediately study and find out if people are able to break into a system. I think it's something we should look into. I don't think he should apologize. I think he's doing his best. It's equipment and technology that's not perfect, and probably he won't be using it again, at least not in the near future. So you're suggesting that even though Waltz admitted he did it, that maybe Goldberg broke into it. And by the way, that of course is the narrative that now Waltz himself is trying to push, as you can see from Waltz's appearance on Laura Ingram's Fox News program this week. Here he is.
I built the group my job is to make sure everything's coordinated.
But how did the
execute
number? I mean, I don't mean to be pedantic here, but how did the number?
Have you ever had somebody's contact that shows their name, and then you have somebody else's number there?
I never make those mistakes.
Right? You got somebody else's number on someone else's contact. So of course I didn't see this loser in the group. It looked like someone else. Now whether he did it deliberately or it happened in some other technical mean is something we're trying to figure out.
So you're.
Oh, okay. So according to what you're saying, Michael Waltz, Goldberg somehow got into your phone and changed his contact to disguise it as somebody else's contact to confuse you, because Goldberg somehow knew you were going to be using Signal to discuss war plans. Even though in that, 30-second clip there, at the beginning of it, you admit you added him. You say, like, I made a mistake. And Ingram's like, well, everybody does that. Yeah. No, we don't. We're not morons. And then you're like, maybe he did it, though. So in the span of 30 seconds, you went from like, hey, I goofed up to, I think this guy hacked my phone. In 30 seconds. And this is the guy we're supposed to believe is going to conduct an investigation to get to the bottom of this, because by God, we got to find out what's screwing up. He is screwing up. Donald Trump picked the dumbest people that this country had to offer and gave them positions of power, and they're going to do stupid things. You can't put stupid people in charge of important things and expect nothing stupid to happen. And we have to grapple with that reality as voters, and we have to call it what it is. Listen, not everybody is a Rhodes Scholar. Not everybody's a straight A student. We got people in this country that are just, through no fault of their own, they're just stupid. But Trump put those people in charge. We don't want the stupid people in charge. I want everybody in government to be smarter than me. I want the people talking to the president every day to be smarter than me, and none of them are. Like, I will put my IQ, I will put my test scores up against everybody there, and I promise you, they're not going to beat me. And they should. That's the problem. But now, this nincompoop, this absolute brain-dead moron who did this, is going to be the guy that's probably going to come out in a couple weeks or months and tell us how Goldberg somehow caused this to happen. Just you wait and see. When the dust settles, they will blame Goldberg for Mike Waltz's mistake, because Mike Waltz gets to decide who's going to be blamed for it. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.